What's up guys, Amanda Ray here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing something for the Evo 8. We are going to be doing a quick disconnect for the front bumper. If you haven't already caught that video of the full removable front bumper from Axiom, go ahead and check that out in the description below. It's freaking killer. So we are doing the quick disconnect. In order for us to be able to pull that bumper off, we have to have that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like. So this is the quick disconnect. It's very similar to the one that we got for the white Evo. Can you open it? I only have one hand. And this is what it looks like on the inside. It is a 29 pin connector. It has 4 in the middle. We need the 4 in the middle because some of the wires on the harness here are actually pretty thick, as you can see. So we have 29 here, but there's 31 wires on the connector. So we're gonna have to have 2 on the outside. If we were to go to the next step up for this, it would be, how many connectors is it?
31, which is correct.
Oh, it is 31, but they're not the big holes here in the middle. They're all the small ones, which wouldn't fit the wires that we have. So we had to go with the small one, and we're gonna run 2 on the outside. That's just what we have to do, unfortunately, but it's gonna be a work in progress. We're gonna get it done. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, and we're gonna show you guys how to do it if you don't know how to do it. Some of the most essential tools that we'll need, and we'll go about that as we get to it. So the first 2 wires that we're cutting are gonna be the ones for the fan. They're the larger wires. We're not sure if that's actually gonna fit in the large plug of the connector. So we're gonna cut those first to see if they fit, and if they don't, then those are gonna be the 2 extra that are gonna go on the outside of the quick disconnect. So first cut for the wiring harness. There's no going back really once you cut that, once you start cutting. So yeah, here we go. Woohoo! And then you'll just strip it real quick. All right guys, so we just did 2 wires with the quick disconnect for the wiring harness for the front bumper. So these are the pins. We've got male and female sides here for the big wires. We're gonna go ahead and test those. They should fit into the wiring harness since the pins that they provided fit on there. So it should be good to go, and we're just gonna have 2 of the smaller wires on a small plug on the outside. That'll be easier, so that way we can disconnect the wiring harness for an easy removal of the front bumper. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep plugging along. I will show you a couple of the pins as we go, but it is super easy if you've never done wiring before. It is actually super easy, so don't be discouraged to try something yourself. All right, we'll be back. All right guys, quick update. We are probably about 8 or 9 pins in now. So we just crimped another pin. We're putting them into the quick disconnect as we're going so we don't get confused. This company does give us a cool diagram as well, so we can write it down as we go. So that's helpful. So we're doing that as we go so we don't get confused with anything. It is a slow moving process. Sometimes we're having to use these little tools. I don't think it'll. There's these little doodads that you put the wires in, and it actually helps push them into the pins if we can't push them in. Mostly for the very small wires, like these green ones, we were having a very difficult time getting through, but managed. So now we're just going pin by pin, getting them through. Alright guys, so a quick update is that we cut all of the wires and labeled them all. That way it's not pulling on all the wires, making it easier to put them in. So far we only have 1 ground over here, and then on this side there's actually 4 grounds. Can you hold that wire up please? There's 4 grounds on that. We're assuming it splits off somewhere at some point, but we ended up deleting 2 wires because we took out the power steering control thing because it broke a long time ago and we never fixed it, and we deleted power steering on this car anyway, so we didn't need that. And we also took out the second horn. We don't need that as well. We can only find 1 horn on the bumper itself, so we're just assuming the second one's gone as is. So We deleted those two, so with those two gone, the 29 pin quick disconnect is now good for all 29, and we don't have to have anything on the outside, which is awesome. So we're just gonna keep plugging along. We've got about 9 of them done, so we got about 20 left. So we'll update you guys in just a little bit. All right, guys, so another update. We've got majority of the connectors done. We only have about 10 or 11 left. We haven't deleted the power steering or the second horn from this side yet, only from the other side. So we're just gonna finish up the rest of these. This is what it should look like on the inside. They should all be even. And yeah, so you can see how many we have left to do, all the empty holes. So it should be pretty good. Once we're done with this, we're gonna put the bumper on and mock it up so you guys can see what it looks like. And we'll show you everything. Alrighty guys, so we are officially done with the 29 pin quick disconnect for the front bumper. It's the wiring harness. So it looks really good. We've got, this is the bumper side right here. That is all 29 pins. All on here. So it'll be a quick disconnect. Only goes on one way, super cool. On this side, we still have to clean it up a little bit, push it back into here. You'll see these 2 extra wires. These are the 2 that we deleted, the power steering thing and the second horn. But everything is good. You'll see all the pins in there. So this quick disconnect is done. Good to go. We're gonna go ahead and mock up and line up the front bumper with the car, and we'll show you what it looks like. It's actually pretty cool being able to see the Evo without the front bumper, and being able to get right up into the turbo and everything. It makes life so much easier when we have to work on the car. So we're gonna go ahead and mock it up for you so you can see what it looks like just kind of resting, and we'll be right back. So this is what the Evo 8 is gonna look like when we pull the front bumper and take the intercooler off. And this is what the quick disconnect will look like, completely connected up. It's super easy to disconnect, and I'm super excited for this Evo. Stay tuned for the update on the Evo 8, guys, and we'll see you very soon.